Well, hello again. This is John, out for another photo adventure day. Actually, kind of close to home again. I'm actually at the Monastery of the Holy Spirit, a Benedictine monastery here in Conyers, Georgia, and they've got a little lake trail that I'm going to come and explore. I'm here just past sunrise, so let's go take a look and see what we can find. Well, I made a walk down by the lake and didn't really find a whole lot of images yet, so I may be going back by there here in a minute. Still waiting for a little more sunlight. It's a little bit overcast today, so the light's very subdued. But I found the stump over here, of all things, with the vine growing through it that looks somewhat interesting. So I'm focusing on that. The key that I found for photography is that you look for images everywhere you go. So I came looking, hoping to get some interesting lake shots. But there may not be anything this morning, just the way the lake looks. But so I thought, well, let me keep looking around and let's keep looking. And let me show you a couple of images of this stump. Not sure if it's going to turn out. I actually just met a lady out here walking, and she kind of looked at me kind of funny when she saw what I was photographing. But it may turn out interesting. Let's take a look. So here's what I'm looking at. And like I said, I was first intrigued by all the shapes and trying to find the right angle, because there's a little bit of, even from a side angle, but I thought this was interesting mainly because the vine growing up to the center of the stump, and I thought that looked somewhat interesting. Well, I don't know if you're like me, how many times you've taken a shot in the field and you're excited about it, but then when you get it back on your computer and look at it, well, it's just not that great. One issue with this angle of the stump is this vine just really isn't prominent enough to really draw the attention in that direction. A greater flaw even than that, though, is there's no separation with this pine tree in the background, and that really kills this image for me. And I should have caught that in the field. Unfortunately, I didn't do my due diligence, slow down a little bit, and take a careful look to catch that in the field. Thankfully, though, I did walk around behind the stump and was able to catch some better angles and better perspectives, and I'll show those to you now. I decided to come back down here by the lake. I've got a little more light. The struggle, though, has been trying to find a really decent foreground element. And just there's not much that I'm seeing. I'm sure there's something here, but with the lake, it's a pretty lake and trees, but there's really not that much to it. So I'm trying to find interesting foreground. So I actually are using the geese at the moment. And so we'll see how that looks out. And I'll flip the video camera around, let you catch that and sort of see what I'm looking at. So what I'm trying to do is to line up with this pine tree on the left, and then that little tree, not sure what that is, on the right, with the geese in the foreground. I'm focusing just beyond the geese themselves with the lake in the background. Got a polarizer on to reduce a little bit of the glare on the lake. Came across this image. I'm really liking the color of this tree here. Still 1st of June, early spring still, or actually late spring here in Georgia, but I still like the contrast of that color of the tree on the other side and the reflection of the lake. The problem I'm going to have, though, is the lake is very calm, very still, which in a way is a good thing, but it also is, there's a lot of debris on the surface of the water. And so that's going to probably affect the impact of my image. There again, we'll see how much of that we can clean up in post. I've got my polarizer on with an adjustable ND filter, about 8 stop and probably go a little bit less, try some different shots, some different exposure with the polarizers to see what I come up with. As I mentioned earlier, I'm out here at a local Benedictine Monastery about 15-20 minutes from my house. As those of us that enjoy landscape photography, we enjoy hiking into waterfalls and climbing mountains and these great scenic views, but I don't know about you, but my life's pretty busy. Between work, family, I'm a granddad, I'm a pastor of a ministry. Photography opportunities can be rather short. And so sometimes we may think, well, I don't have time to go anywhere, so I just won't take the camera out, when we shouldn't do that. We should look for those opportunities that are close to home. And I've mentioned before that I've been trying to, over the last year or so, really train my photographic eye to, as I'm driving around, going about my daily life, thinking about photography opportunities. And so I thought I'd come out here today to the lake. The monastery, unfortunately, is not open. I'll show some video and some pictures, images of the church and that kind of thing, just to give you some context of where I am. And the lake, it hasn't been outstanding this morning, but I've been able to get some shots, get the camera out, enjoy nature. I've been here just a little bit since sunup. I'll be back home probably before 10 o'clock this morning. Got an anniversary dinner planned with the wife this evening, so I've got plenty of time to do all the other things I need to do on this Saturday. And I got my camera out and enjoyed the day. Well, hope you enjoyed this video. If you've enjoyed it, I really appreciate if you give it a thumbs up. That really helps my channel a lot. Let me know in the comments. I'd love to know which type of images did you like. And even if you like, let me know what could I have done differently. What are some images I might have done a little bit different to make them stronger, make them better. I'd love to hear your input in that. And as always, if you're looking for more videos to help you grow as a landscape photographer, or also I'm going to be exploring some small, almost forgotten rural towns, also something I enjoy, and there'll be videos coming in the future for that. If that's something you're interested in, be sure and click on subscribe and ring the bell, of course, so you never miss whenever I upload a new video. There'll be a few more images after this, but until next time, make it great.